everyone, thank you for tuning in to Pace Yourself with me, Pacey. Today we're going to be talking about how to add emojis to your Lightning record pages. So we're in our cases object here, and we're looking at a few emojis that are added to the tabs just across the top, and then also to this our buttons here. There's also some emojis over there, and you'll find some perhaps in my pick lists. So today we're just going to be talking about how you add them to these labels. So the first one is adding these tabs. So you can see some of them are behind the words and some of them are in front of the words. I recommend putting them at the back of the words so that you can be able to utilize chatter. So if you @ something, you can't @ an emoji to trigger it. So if you're going to name a group with an emoji, just make sure that you put the words first and then the emoji second. So let's make an edit to our tabs here. So I've gone over into our cog icon and edited page, which brings up my Lightning app builder. So here we've got our cases record page open, and I want to move this assets one from the beginning to the end. So what I'm going to actually do is cut our emoji and stick him on the end there. But a lot of you will say, but how did he get there in the first place? So let's make a new tab. When you make a new tab, the system actually promotes you to choose one of the predefined tab descriptions, but then you actually can't edit it. There's nothing that you can actually type around it. So if you go up the top above standard, there's one called custom. So if you click on custom, you actually get to type your own. So here we're going to say this is a custom tab. And remember, I'm going to put it at the end. So to bring up your emoji icon on Windows, it's the Windows button plus the period or the full stop icon or the full stop key. And then we get our predefined emojis. So you can see my favorite ones are all up the top here. That looks like I'm a really fun person with cupcakes. And we're actually going to choose a new custom tab being a star. So we go ahead and hit done. Now you can see our custom tab has an emoji, and then hit save so it activates it, and that is it for creating custom tabs with an emoji icon. So over here in our details section we do have some eyes. So if you can see here, it's actually just another tab, and so you can just do the same exact thing. It's a custom label with a custom title plus an emoji behind the text. The other thing which is good, which is the new dynamic layout, you can actually use the dynamic layout to then put sections titles with an emoji if you really want to go all out and put emojis absolutely everywhere. So that's how you add them to your Lightning App Builder record pages. But let's dive into how you add them to the buttons over here, because that is something that you can't do in this area. So heading back to our cases, we're going to actually look at how I created the emoji at the case comment button. So going over to our cog, we edit our object and we bring up our case object. When I'm in my cases, I click on buttons, links and actions, and you can see that there are two here with the emoji behind it. You might see pretty quickly that these are custom. So these are custom buttons that I have created to enable this. So let's go ahead and quickly create another one for us just to see what we are talking about. I'm going to leave it as create a record, and I'm just going to leave it as create case just for this instance. And I'm going to, similar to how the tabs drop down, so they gave you some options to actually utilize from, but I'm going to leave it as none and give my own label there. So I'm going to say new case. Actually, let's make it a little bit more fun. Let's go new, and then we're going to use the red case emoji in place of the word case. Or that's a toolbox it says, so we can find one that's a case if we need. Oh, but I like the red. Red's a good one. So when I hit the API label, it'll pre-populate that for me, but just to save on confusion, I'm going to say case red, just so I know what I'm referring to if that needs to be moved around. So go ahead and fill in the rest if you would like, and then we click save. Obviously you get promoted to choose what you want on your page layout when you're adding the new record, but we're just going to go ahead and have a look. So now you can see here that it is a new with a red toolbox as our emoji. So new case is what we're referring to. And that's how I got my emojis on our button links. So you can obviously add that to the page layout or put it, just if you add it to your page layout, that's how I did it. And if you have any questions, comment in this video and like it if you do. Thank you for tuning in with Mia Pacey to Pace Yourself.